feeling like I'm Akademiks. Can't ride away.
Getting released.
Yeah, no, it was some crazy shit. Yo, chat, I got it on the screen right here. That's them going into Young Thug's cell. Now, by the way, I think you were the first one that said this, that gave me the information on this. You had said Young Thug is in a wing of the jail by himself, right?
Yeah, that's what I thought.
And I ain't gonna lie, from what I was reading some comments and shit, people saying it looks like that's accurate because the block looked dead. Like, meaning like there's nobody, it doesn't seem like there's any other inmates around here. Anyway.
Yeah, I mean, this shit look empty.
Yeah, anyway, they walk into a cell, which, by the way, yo, chat, I'm gonna keep it a beam with you, man. Yo, man, jail just looks so depressing for a guy who's so popular, who we love so much. To know he was confined to this small space, this little bed, he has to print out pictures. When's the last time you ever seen a printed out pictures, bro? Like, he had to print out pictures of his girlfriend or whatever, and like the window to even see outside to the road is so high up, you would have to stand on something to try to look out into the real world. Man, it felt like so depressing, like even watching this. But look at these guys, they're running up in the cell. I'm guessing they probably got, like, you tell me how this probably works, Jake. Let's say Young Thug has a cell phone. We don't know, but let's say he does. Is he getting tipped off like, yo, they about to search your shit tomorrow? Or he would probably have no idea and whatever? Because clearly they're searching for a reason. They think he has contraband.
Yeah, most likely he would have no idea. The only way you're going to know something is if you're looking out the cell window, you can see all the COs coming to the cell block, like before they get in the actual dorm. And when you see there's usually going to be a squad, there's going to be a white shirt, like a captain present. When you see that squad coming, you know they're about to do some shit. So you got to hurry up and try to get rid of whatever you got. But a lot of times they'll cut the water off before they even come in. So you can't even flush your toilet when they come in. So if you try to throw a knife or something, it won't even go down the toilet.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
But let's be realistic, right? With say like Young Thug, like he gotta have like some of the CEOs at least like in his pocket where they're gonna give him like the heads up, like, yo, tomorrow they're gonna search your shit, like, just let you know, right?
I mean, I would look at it like this. If he got a CO in his pocket, like usually COs ain't even allowed to have phones inside of the facility.
Really?
So like they don't even have that shit with them. Unless where he's at's different. But if a CO got a phone or something, it's probably he makes contact with the CO, uses it, gives it back to the CO. He most likely ain't keeping nothing inside of his cell.
Damn. Fucked up. Anyway, so chat, I don't know if y'all seen the video, but they walk into the cell, they start looking for all type of shit. They lift one mattress up. Are those like mattresses? Like I don't know if you're watching exactly what we're watching, but they're lifting up like, it looks like these thin mattresses, kinda. Like,
yeah, but he got two of them, bro. Usually you only get one. So if you got two, that's like a Tempur-Pedic right there.
Oh shit! So you say like it's gonna be a little bit comfortable for him.
It's gonna be more comfortable than the regular. I ain't gonna lie, bro. You get caught with two mattresses, that can get your whole cell stripped, and they'll take everything out. You got to sleep on the metal.
Really?
Like where I was at, we weren't even allowed to have pictures on the wall. They'll come in and rip all them shits down.
Oh, okay. So shit. Maybe they allow him a little bit more because he's probably on an extra level of lockdown, given that he's on like this extra like isolated wing. Hey, would he have like a TV or a radio in there? Because I was looking for those things.
I don't think so. It all depends on where you land at, bro. Like you got to think. I was down from 2012 to 2015. That shit was like the Middle Ages. We didn't have tablets or kiosks or none of that shit. So we had to handwrite letters and shit. Nowadays, like inmates be having their own tablets and it's different. So it really just depends where you at. Like in Florida, there is no TVs for inmates. There's a TV in the dorm. But in Cali, all them get TVs in their cell and shit like that. So it just depends on the state that you're in.
Okay. So they done lifted up two goddamn mattresses. Okay, they're searching. They kind of being respectful. They're not just throwing shit all over.
Yeah.
That pillow don't look too comfortable though, bro. Like what type of pillow they give you?
Man, I don't know what the fuck. That should be having like nothing inside of it. And then at the same time, the shit they give you be like 20 years old. So all the like comfortable shit that's in there is all flattened.
Can't like your family bring you a pillow or some shit like that?
Hell fuck no.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So now they're looking at it. All right. So they get to a part where like they lift up like one of the mattresses on the other end, and I guess they see a bunch of books. Why would he have all this stuff under a mattress though? That was confusing to me.
So you don't put it on the floor. The floor is dirty as hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if they ain't giving you a mop or nothing, like the floor gonna have people's hair and all type of. So it's just is more organized. If he don't got like a bin or a locker in the cell with him, you just put it under the mat. But at the same time, if that's where his pillow's at, those books are cocking him up. So it gives him like a little bit of an elevation. So it could just be for comfort.
Mm. Yo, I'm glad you're on here because I was confused by this whole shit. I'm like, what is all this shit? Yo, Chad, I ain't gonna lie to you. Just watching his body cam, nigga, I was just like, I felt so horrible for Young Thug. Okay. By the way, he got some dope ass books in here. Look like my boy been actually reading. He on his Cat Williams shit, 3,000 books a year. By the way, Chad, what's this book called? It's something gone. We got to figure out what that book is. This looks like is this a Bible or like some picture book? I can't tell. It has a bunch of. Okay, so they actually grab also a bunch of loose paper. Would that be because I would imagine he would have some paperwork maybe dealing with his case. Would that be also in his cell as well, or that would be some shit he would have to go to like the library to kind of like access? I don't even know if they get access to that.
Nah, yeah, that all that'll be in his cell. His paperwork, or if he gets like canteen, you can get writing paper off the canteen just to have it. But all that'll be in the cell.
Mm. Oh, he has newspapers. God damn. You know how long I haven't seen a newspaper? No, I'm serious. Yo, like, I'm trying to think about who still reads the news. Like, newspapers probably go to jails and stuff like that. Is there any modern jails that they just give you an iPad or something like that? Like, I know that in prisons sometimes, like,
Nah, yeah, now that's what they do. They got the iPads and shit. So you got, motherfuckers will hack the tablets. You feel me? And you can go on Facebook and you can go on all types of shit. You can go on them XXX sites and everything else. But before that, man, motherfuckers had Playboy magazines from the 90s inside of the prison system, bro. Them shit's been passed around for decades.
Wow.
You remember Straight Stunting?
Yeah. I heard that was like really popular in jail, right?
Bro, you could get stabbed over a Straight Stunting magazine.
Damn. Was that like considered like almost that's damn near like porn, right? Like you're like shit. You might have to
Yeah,
You gotta rub
what,
one out to like
motherfucker,
one of
bro?
these bitches.
Somebody'll pay you to hold that shit down for 7 minutes.
7 minutes. Like, oh shit.
7 minutes. You be charging them, renting that shit out.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, if you just rented my Straight Stunt magazine for 7 minutes, like I gotta disinfect that shit afterwards. Like, like that sounds crazy. Damn.
How that shit go?
All right, so we see some newspapers. Yo, they're going through his shit. Look, this looks like a dictionary, maybe like a Bible. Who knows? Yeah, he do got a bunch of books in here. Okay, this looks like some case stuff. Some of it looks case stuff. Some looks like some stuff that has to do with like also. Yeah, that looks like maybe some discovery stuff. Yo, this is why it's wild, right? Like on the body cam, you might see some stuff that maybe only he should have privilege to. Like this is completely violating his privacy, right? Like to have the body cam of them raiding his cell, especially at least from what I saw, they didn't find anything.
I mean, you have no privacy when you're in facilities like that. Before you get moved anywhere, you got to strip butt ass naked, lift your dick, lift your nuts, spread your ass cheeks. Like
They
there
bring
is
like
no
a female
privacy
inmate,
inside
like
of
a
that.
female CO to like when you're doing that.
Nah, it got to be a male.
Really?
Yeah, it got to be a male.
God damn.
If there's like an emergency though, like a riot or a stabbing or something, females will come in and like search you and pat you down real quick, grab your nuts to see if you're holding a knife. But normally, to strip naked, it's got to be in front of a male.
They're not telling you like cough and some like shit like that, right?
Hell yeah, they make you cough. Every time you get transferred somewhere, bro, you gotta squat and cough, butt ass naked with like 30 dudes next to you.
You gotta cough and squat.
Man, listen, when you get off the prison bus, when you first go to a prison, you gotta strip ass naked in the cold ass weather because it's like 3 in the morning. You gotta strip, shirt off, pants off, boxes. You look straight up in the air because if you look straight ahead, there's a million dicks in front of you and to your left and right. So everybody's looking straight up. They tell you if you gotta pull back, pull back. Then you gotta lift it up, lift your nuts, squat down, grab your ass, spread all that. Like that's everywhere you go.
Like, could you cover like your dick? Like, you probably don't want them to see your dick. Could you cover it? Like, yeah, you take your pants off, but you just cover it with your hands, type shit. Or they want to
Hell
see it.
nah, because they're gonna start looking at you like you trying to hide something. So you just gotta let it hang.
Damn. So that's probably where like a nigga like Lil J sticks out, because he probably hard as a motherfucker. Like, he hard as hell right there. I'm serious. This is where you got to figure out who's the gay nigga. Be like, yo, everybody here is limp, but this one nigga. This nigga look like he just popped a honey pack. What's wrong with this guy right here?
He said a honey pack.
Yo, what's going on with this? All right, yo, they are searching this. Yo, by the way, and by the way, obviously everybody knows you. Everybody like, watch me interview you. Everybody interview you. Have you ever had your cell like searched or raided?
Hell yeah.
Did you have any idea it was gonna happen? Or is it because I've also heard inmates say sometimes, like, say they heard there's a knife on the, like, on that block. Like, of course, maybe in the next coming days, if there was somebody that got stabbed and they didn't find the weapon, they're gonna search everybody's shit until they find the weapon. So you kind of have a heads up, like, yo, if you do have some bullshit, you gotta hide it. But
I mean, there's times when like the COs are gangster and like the COs will come in and be like, look, I need 5 weapons right now. I'm gonna give y'all 2 minutes to figure it out. And the COs will leave. And literally we gotta come up with 5. So you could give them 2 locks, 1 knife, a poker, and a razor. And you just throw that shit by the CO's booth. They come back in, they see them 5 weapons, and nobody gets searched. But then you got other COs where they'll just come through and fuck everybody's shit up, and they'll do drive-bys on like 7 cells back to back. They'll just pick a random couple of cells and just start hitting them shit. But this is the thing, like in confinement, like in a setting like this, we're not allowed to have books. So we have to hide the books in the mattress. So like when they find books, they rip them up, they step on them. If they find pictures you're not supposed to have, they tear them up. They throw all your mail on the floor, they step on it. So it's like they're not gonna release, like the motherfuckers doing that shit don't even have body cams. So you're really not even gonna see the bad shit. He's doing this shit nice because he has a body cam on. You know what I'm saying?
makes sense. That makes sense. Yeah. Because people are gonna look at this afterwards. All right, he's still going
Yeah,
through shit.
it's different wherever you at, but in most spots you can't even have a lot of that shit.
All right, so he's still going through shit. I guess this is where the toilet is at. At least he got some toilet tissue and shit. Like, do they give you, like, do they ration out how much toilet? Because I ain't gonna lie to you, like, definitely TMI for all the people that listen. I'm one of them niggas who, like, I use a lot of toilet tissue when I'm wiping my joint. I mean, like, I gotta make sure I get it right. You feel me? How do you tell the CO, like, I need toilet tissue, like, or you gotta buy it? You don't gotta buy it, right? Like, that's free, right?
Yeah, they give it to you free. They don't give out a lot though, but if you're not in confinement, like in a prison, you can buy the toilet paper that they have at canteen, but that's like rich people shit. Like nobody got the money for that shit. Motherfuckers can just get that shit for free. And if you down bad and you run out of toilet paper, bro, I don't had to use fucking book paper.
What?
I don't had to use socks before. I don't had to bird bath, just water and soap. Fucking
What?
that shit get bad.
Like, what type of toilet tissue? Are they giving you, like, the double roll toilet tissue, like the nice one, like, you know what I mean? Like
Nah,
the Downy brand?
you get the shit that you can see through it. The
Oh, hell
fucking
nah. Them
you
thin
wipe your
joints? Oh,
ass
hell
and you
no.
got shit on your hand. Like that shit ain't nothing.
Damn. God damn. All right. At least he doesn't. I don't know if you can watch. You can see this video in a cell like this. This look like this is a single cell. Ain't no way 2 niggas can fit up in this cell right here. Like, this shit looks This shit look
I
barely.
mean that's the single cell, but I've been in double cells that are smaller than that. They just put the bunks on top of each other.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why do they put the window all the way up here? Like my nigga can't even like look outside, man.
That ain't for looking outside. That's just for light.
Really?
That shit's probably blurred anyways. A lot of the glass that they use is blurred, so you can't even see out of it.
Yo, that's like mentally torturing.
That shit be fucked up, bro. Shit fucks with you.
Now he do got some good pictures on the wall. Let's see. Damn, they going through his toilet tissue right now. They flush the toilet just for good measure. And
See, look
then
at that. He got 5 motherfucking rolls. Like that ain't no regular shit. Like that's celebrity status. I ain't never seen a motherfucker with that much toilet paper.
really? I would think a nigga got a little pantry up in his shit. Like, you know what I mean? He got like a dozen toilet tissues, got all the Scooby snacks he needs. By the way, he definitely got a lot of pictures. I don't know if all these are pictures of his girl, but shit, you know what I mean? It is what it is. This is Mariah the Scientist. Mariah the Scientist. I think this is Mariah the Scientist here. And then they're searching some other shit. This guy's pretty gentle. Okay, this is definitely some court stuff because we see the brown paper. Like, this is definitely, like, they're handling this stuff pretty gentle. Like, he doesn't seem like an asshole.
No, this could have just been like a routine search.
Yeah, I think there's a longer version of it where I don't think they found anything, though. They literally just, like, kind of looked at it. And I don't know what they were expecting to find. Yeah, they searched through the shit.
Oh, is this who got the video? Chirac Red?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So those are the 2 kids that work at the fucking the Cook County clerk house. So they're the ones that get all the jail shit from Chicago. So it makes sense that they know how to request the shit from Atlanta.
I feel like niggas getting paid off for this. Like, this shit right here, like, this shit, like, nigga, this is, like, impossible, bro. Like, I really don't know.
Nah, I think you could get it too, bro. You just gotta know how to ask for it. They know how to ask for it.
So these are 2 kids that work at Cook County?
Well, I don't know if they kids, but I mean they told me they work for the clerk in the courthouse.
Oh, so that's why they got all the Vaughn shit.
Exactly. They work in the courthouse at Cook County.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, they searching, bro. They are searching this shit. I guess these are the notes he's probably taking in court. Ooh, all right. We see some snacks in this bitch. Is that Kit Kat?
He got some cheeses.
Yeah. What are these snacks right here? Is this some Hershey's? No, I'm serious.
Don't take long.
Yo, is it possible to get like a microwave up in your shit? You feel me?
Hell no.
Cause nigga, like, imagine sometimes you just need some hot soup or some shit.
Nah, I mean I ain't gonna lie. Like I heard in New York they got microwaves and shit, not in your cell, but like in the jail, like in the block.
Oh,
Motherfucker will heat up water and sugar and hit somebody in the face with it or boil their face off.
okay. Yeah, I forgot it could be used for bad shit too. Shit,
Yep.
I'm just thinking about some
laundry, right? Not the end of the world.
Okay, they're still looking.
I haven't checked the corner yet.
So somebody must have snitched on Thug then. Like, why are they just like searching randomly?
Sweatshirt.
It could have just been routine, but the thing is, the Chirac kids, they look up incident reports. And that's how they request it. So like they'll request all the incident reports for Lil J. And then when it's like, okay, he did some gay shit on December 15th, 2000 or whatever, then they request the video. So
Yeah.
that might have been how they did it for this shit.
Wow.
We're gonna have to take some laundry.
The phone calls didn't come from them though. The phone calls came from another page. It's called Phone Calls from Prison.
Yeah, I don't know how they got that.
Some sweatshirts.
I didn't know you could legally get that.
How do you do laundry like in jail? Like the guy literally says, "Yo, this is laundry." You get a chance to do laundry every day, right?
You do laundry in your toilet.
Nah, stop it, bro. Like, come on, bro. Like, come on. Like,
Nah, yeah, I swear to God, you do your laundry in your toilet.
brother, stop it, bro. Like, nigga, I've seen jail movies, nigga. Like, usually they have like one nigga like that works the laundry thingy.
Nah, yeah, there's like there's laundry things, but like the thing is, like a lot of that, like your shit's getting mixed up with a lot of other people's shit. So like if you don't have a laundry bag, it's like you're just getting handed back whatever was on somebody. Bro, you'll get white underwear with shit stains, blood stains, piss stains, cum stains. Motherfucker ain't doing that. So you got a pair of clean drawers. What you do, you empty out the toilet, you flush until there's nothing in there, then you clean it out. Once you clean it out and the water comes back up, the same water that's in the sink, you just go ahead and put your drawers in there, soap them, clean them, wash them out. Because you're not going to wash that shit out in the sink because that's where you brush your teeth. And you know what I'm saying? You wash that shit in the toilet.
Nigga, what?
Yeah. Anybody that's been locked up for real, like not even jail, on some prison shit, like, yeah, you wash the shit in the toilet. Nobody, you wash something in the sink, you finna get beat the fuck up.
Why?
Because the sink is where you wash your hands and you clean your face and you brush your teeth. You're not finna put no dirty drawers in the sink. That's crazy.
Is the water at least filtered though?
Hell no.
Really? Damn.
Bro, that water, you take a sip of that prison water, you don't ever have to worry about getting COVID. You order everything.
Oh man. Yo, I feel bad for Thug with these videos because I feel like they're just violating this like personal privacy. Yo, I know everybody says like when you're locked up, you're like you're pretty much you're a property of the state or whatever the case is. But is there an like are you allowed or are you owed any type of privacy?
Hell no.
I don't even know how to do jail because
bro.
yo, I can't take shits in front of people. Like matter of fact, I can't even take shits if I know anybody in the near vicinity.
Nah, I used to be like that too until I got locked up, and now I don't give a fuck. So it's like that's just once you're in there, bro, you don't have a choice. Like,
and also, I be on the toilet for like an hour sometimes. Real talk. I be on my phone scrolling.
There's spots where the toilets don't have dividers, where you're just sitting next to motherfuckers. There's no divider. They're right next to you, bro. It's like, that's how it is.
So your stink is mixing with their stink?
Bro, y'all pushing at the same time.
Nah, this is crazy. God damn, man. Like, when I heard that he had his own wing, nigga, I thought he had an extra big cell, nigga. Maybe 3 beds connecting, you know what I mean? You know, like, probably just had, like, some more amenities going on over there. Jesus.
Yeah, like a 2-bed, 3-bath.
Yeah, like, yeah, a little 2-bed, 3-bath type joint, you know what I mean? Have a little foyer, you know what I mean? Like, come on. Like a half bathroom, like then a full bathroom, all that shit. Damn, Chad.
I'm gonna be honest with you though. I'd rather be in a dorm full of people than by myself.
Why?
Because by yourself, you're gonna go crazy, bro.
But you'd rather be in a cell by yourself though.
Bro, it looked like he's in. Nah, I mean, where I was at in the regular jail, there was no cells, and then in confinement, you're in the cell by yourself. But in prison, you're in confinement with 2 people, so you're in there with a bunkie in confinement.
Yeah.
When you're by yourself, you go crazy. You ain't got nobody to talk to.
Wow. By the way,
it looks like somebody's living in the cell next to him though. In 1834.
18th. Oh yeah. By the way,
it looks like there's some shit there.
Look like he's been in the same cell since. Remember when WSB TV, and by the way, salute to my boy Michael Seiden down there who does great journalism. Remember when they did like a whole thing on his living conditions in Cobb County, and someone in the video said we're actually in the jail cell right next to where he actually is staying. And I was like, man, that's cat, man. I just showed a random jail cell. Y'all brought in the media, showed a random jail cell to the you know, the public to make them feel good about jail. Cause like, you know, like me, a civilian, like we don't really know what jail is like. We're not really thinking it's like that crazy. So they're gonna give us like a pretty like picture of it. If you look at this video right here, so it looked like he was stayed in 1833. In that video from over a year ago, I'll put it on the screen, they showed 1831. It was right here, 1831. I'll play a little bit of that video.
He was arrested in a gang conspiracy. So today, the Cobb County Sheriff's Office invited us to see the rapper's jail cell.
I know it's a little low.
Michael Seiden stood just feet from Young Thug.
This would be the typical cell for this area. It doesn't have the mattress that would be in there because it's not currently occupied by anyone.
When attorneys for Atlanta rapper Young Thug filed a motion for an emergency hearing for bond describing the Cobb County jail conditions as inhumane and torturous, civil rights organizations like the Southern Christians were charging us.
In the Cobb County Jail, we've been asked not to show rapper Young Thug, but we're only about 3 cells down from him, and we've come in here.
So actually, they were right. They showed 1830, and he was 3 cells down in 1833, and we could tell because 1833 is where they actually raided. So that's crazy.
His attorneys filed that emergency motion. That's because we want to see exactly what the conditions are like here in jail.
Jail officials told us that Williams, who's considered a high-profile...
Yo. So Jake, like, what about the movies that be showing certain niggas that like nigga, they don't even have bars on their cell. Like they just walk in and out. Like they living like real kings and like, you know what I mean? Or is that just prison? Or maybe that's just not in America.
Man, it's different everywhere you go, bro. Like in Florida, like people in the comments are saying like single cells is this and double cells is that. In Florida confinement, you're gonna have a bunkie in the cell with you. The only time you can be in the cell by yourself is if you got an MIP in Florida State Prison. And an MIP means a murder in prison. You've killed somebody in prison, and you can only be housed with another MIP. So I remember when I was at Appalachia Correctional, I was closed custody, which is the highest custody level you can have. And in R1, I was in R4. In R1, there was a guy from Miami with an MIP, and he had a cell to himself. So the bottom bunk was where he slept, and the top bunk was where he put all of his shit. They couldn't put anybody in the room with him unless they had another body. So it's like, other than that, I've never seen it. You know what I mean? But that's a luxury that comes with a life sentence.
A luxury. That sounds crazy. A luxury with a life sentence is crazy. Damn. I ain't gonna lie. Like, wait. Okay, so help me understand. How many hours a day does he have to be in this little room right here?
Shit, if it's like how mine was, it's 24 hours.
No, but like there's an outside little area, which is like, you know, I guess like the shared like area in that little pod or whatever. Like,
right.
When does he have to be in this room, like confined and locked in? And when could he be in like the general area?
If it's general population at like 7 in the morning, they'll open up the doors and you can come out to the regular area until like 9 at night. But if he's in confinement, he probably only gets an hour in the regular area.
Really?
It just depends on the type of situation. Like in our confinement, we didn't get to come out at all.
Wow. This shit sounds torturous.
Yeah, hey, it's not fun.
Hey, speaking of which, have you been keeping up with the YSL case?
Hell yeah.
Yo, I don't know if you've seen this, but so today the prosecutor, they've had enough. They've had enough with this nigga. What's his name? Is his name Slug or whatever his name is? The co-founder?
Oh, yeah, the one that's been testifying.
Yeah, so the prosecutor basically reread the plea he took and reminded him that, like, if he gonna be capping on the stand type shit, essentially they're gonna go forward and probably try to like give him some jail time. Let me see if I can find. There's a
I think
timestamp
I
on it.
think I said it to Vlad. I was like, yo, if anybody was gonna testify on me, I hope it'd be him, because the shit he be saying ain't gonna help them at all.
Yeah, but it might end up sending him to jail though. Like he's playing crazy with him. Like he's like they're not putting you on the stand to entertain. They're putting you on the stand to answer the questions that you already agreed to answer to. Remember, like they're looking at him as a cooperating witness. Let me see. Also, 50 minutes. Let me see. I had a timestamp. Here we go.
Do you remember saying that, or do you need to see it?
I need to see it. Yeah.
All right. And Slime Life Shawty, who is that?
One
Winnie Lee?
Yeah.
And he also is a member of YSL or Young Slime Life?
Yes.
And did Winnie Lee in response to...
Okay, so basically, this is the prosecutor. She's tired of his shit. She goes up there with basically what he done signed off on, and basically said, "Nigga, you know you've been playing around up here, right? You know you done agreed that all these things are true, and we asking you this shit when you understand, and you playing dumb. Let me just reiterate what you signed off on, and let's see if you're gonna still play dumb, because it's your last chance before we try to throw your ass in jail."
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, I'll play a little bit more of it in a second, but I just want to get Jake's opinion on it. Hey, what do you think is gonna happen in this thug case? We just seen YFN Lucci get away with literally he's about to do 3 months. Of course, he's gonna have this long probationary period, but he's gonna get out of jail, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, he's gonna be out.
Now, one of the main things is that he didn't go to trial, right? And they're definitely much lenient on someone who didn't go to trial, even though allegedly they had offered him other pleas before and he had turned down. Young Thug is in trial now. Do you think it's a possibility that he could get maybe some type of sweetheart sentence, or even say he is found guilty, he could not do an exorbitant amount of time in jail, like some of these guys who are taking pleas?
No, I don't think so, because that's usually not how trial works. Trial is usually do or die. Either you beat it entirely or you get fucked. So it's like the only plus side to a trial is whatever he gets sentenced to, he can appeal it. Because if you plea out to something, you can't appeal it. But I don't know. Unless the state fucks up with something, or they keep testifying like this right here and the jurors are feeling like he didn't do shit, it could go either way. But as far as sentencing, if he's found guilty, I can't see him getting a sweet deal, because there is no deal.
So you think he probably gonna get like 10 at least?
Nah, I think what does this shit carry? Usually there's a minimum and a max.
So
Because he got what, like murder and shit?
so Young Thug is charged with 1 count of violating the Georgia gang and whatever their act, and that carries, which is the largest charge on his docket, it carries up to 20 years. So I know a lot of people think like he's not directly, even though he's blamed for the murder through this kind of RICO, in a sense, he's not necessarily charged for the murder, and it's impossible that they could, unless they come with some new information that they haven't done so far, that they could say, hey, you're the reason why the murder happened. They're basically only saying, hey, the murder happened because of this organization and you ran it. Now they're hinting in court that he kind of called the shots, but they don't have enough proof, and maybe they're gonna try to make a bigger case if we see YSL Woody at some point. We haven't seen him yet, but yeah, it looks like he's facing up to 20 years.
Yeah, so I mean with that then, because I was actually talking to Boston Richie's brother, the one that you had me and him spoke.
Mm-hmm.
So I was talking to him, and he was telling me how in Georgia, if it's a violent offense, you got to do 85% like Florida, but if it's non-violent, it's lesser. So I mean, that doesn't sound like he has a violent charge. So if his charge isn't violent, there's a chance that he could get hit with 10 or 15, but he only has to do a percentage of it. And then at the same time, they can split the sentence how they did with Lucci. Lucci got 20, but he's got what, like 10 years on probation. So that's how they split it when it would be like a 10 in or a 10 out type of deal. So let's say Thug is 15, but it really only has to do 12 off of that. And then they split it. He could walk away with something. I don't know.
If you had to say gut feeling, what do you think?
If the cap is 20, I mean, I'll go with 10. I'll go with
No. Do you think you at least at this point, based on what you've seen, you think you'd get convicted?
I feel like it's bullshit, to be honest with you.
So you think you could beat this shit?
Yeah. Because they didn't. That's the thing about these Ricos, bro. They just be giving these shits out. It's like, he ain't kill nobody. Okay, so why? What the fuck are we talking about? He's the big rapper. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's so sloppy, and then the way they put this whole case together, the whole thing is sloppy.
Yeah. We'll see. We will see.
Because I mean, look at how that shit just played out with Lucci, bro. They said Lucci was the driver in the drive-by, and all of them walked away with sweet deals. All three of them.
And by the way, the state changed their position on that because they pretty much charged him for the murder, saying that the reason why they gave him the murder charge, they said he went out in pursuit to do a crime, and what happened to his friend was because, it's like, if you go rob a bank and then your friend gets killed, you get charged with the murder because they believe you were going to rob a bank. The state actually,
that's the felony murder law.
Yeah, the state changed their position on it to say, Lucci wasn't a even though he was a driver, they weren't out to do a crime, and that's why they're actually going to write a letter to the parole board that he could get early release, and yeah, they've changed their stance on it, which is kind of crazy. I think
a sweet ass deal, bro.
Very sweet. I got a timestamp here where people say there was some Gunna questions asked in court. Let's see if we can hear about it.
Do you know whether Mr. Williams' art has been pirated or taken? If you know. If you don't know, just say I don't know. I stand the question. Point being is Mr. Williams has a lot more songs recorded than what's in the public domain. True?
Yes.
Thousands more, right?
Yeah.
And do you know that Jeffrey Williams has songs under Jeffrey and not Young Thug? Do you realize that?
Yeah.
And do you know that those songs don't sell very well?
Objection, speculation.
If you know. I stand the question. Are you aware of that?
I don't know about the sales for real.
Okay. All right. The prosecutor asked you about Sergio Kitchens. You know who I'm referring to?
Yeah.
Now, he is an world-renowned, if you know, known artist. True?
Yes.
And he goes by the stage name, what?
Gunna.
Gunna.
Yes.
Okay. And the prosecutor asked you whether he was a co-defendant, and a co-defendant means it's a human being. Defendant's just a kind of strips a person, but it means it charged with a crime, right?
I stand the question.
You understand that it's the state of Georgia plaintiff versus Brian Steele defendant. I'd be the defendant. You understand that? That's where the word comes from? Okay.
Yeah.
And Mr. Kitchens is, in this indictment, an accused. You're aware of that?
Yes.
Okay, a defendant, right?
Yes.
Okay. And Mr. Kitchens, if you're aware, resolved his case. True?
Excuse me. Yes.
About a month before you did, right?
I don't remember. Was it a month?
That's fine. And he was released from jail, right?
Yes.
And he pled Alford, meaning he maintained innocence, right?
I stand the question.
It's on the indictment.
But I stand the question.
All right. Now, do you know what an Alford plea is?
I stand the question.
I'm asking the witness if he knows.
I stand the question.
Okay. All right. Now, I want to talk with you about Gunna or Mr. Kitchens. The prosecution keeps calling you the leader or the beginner or the creator of YSL, one of them. You realize that?
Yes.
you and Jeffrey and a man named Walter Murphy known as DK, right?
Yeah.
That's what they're saying. And tell the jurors what crime that you know that Sergio Kitchens ever committed to further the interests of a criminal street gang YSL.
Basis. Okay, all right, come on up.
I ain't gonna lie, the judge getting a little fed up. By the way, this is such a long, convoluted case. You don't even know really who's winning because it's gonna. I thought they were exaggerating when they said this shit could take 9 months or a year. It looks like that's exactly what's gonna happen. They've had this guy on the stand for like literally a week, and usually, if you think about a lot of cases that people cover, usually a witness being on the stand for maybe a day or two. A full day or two is like, okay, they've been there for a while. This nigga been there for a week. Like, Jesus Christ.
Yup. Motherfucker tired.
Yeah, like, I could tell he's trying to, like, do his little magic, his little 1-2, but I don't know if it's working, man. I honestly I have zero idea if it's working. But anyway, clearly, we'll see what happens with Thug. You don't know either way, gut feeling if he'll get convicted. I think he will. I think he's gonna get convicted. It's just too much. They're throwing too much shit at the wall for nothing to stick, and I think that's why they come with this RICO case, just to kind of have an abundance of evidence that a jury's gonna be fatigued at the end of it, saying, "Yo, if y'all got all this stuff, this nigga can't be innocent." You know what I mean? Like, and also I do think some of this defense, it's laughable. Like, bro, like these jury members aren't idiots. Like, you think they're gonna go home and think, "Oh no, Thug stands for truly humbled under God." Oh, okay, you wipe your nose because the weed is loud. Like, they're not that dumb, I think. So we'll see what happens. Yo.
Hardcore, shorty scam me like a barcode, heartbreaking, I go viral, they don't know me, so the same niggas smoking out the OZ, ice cold type lit, and I might smoke, hydro, contemplating what I might do, white shoes, yeah, shorty, I just like you, but you type, yeah.